Okay, here we go. Give it a couple minutes. We're going to continue working in our cute and creepy. I have a page, well, I have a couple pages picked out, but I think I know which one I want to do. And yeah, so hope everybody had a good weekend. We'll get started in a few minutes. Got my little pencil sharpener. I see, we got Zelie. It's been a while on here. Hope you're doing okay. Hi, Riri, Arlene, Carrie Ford. Anybody else? I like your little peeps there, Zelie. Let's see. Beth, Darlene, Ray, Tao, Rebecca. Yeah, I know you are, Rebecca. Let's see. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Riri. Anybody else coming in? Thanks, everybody. Hope everybody had a good weekend. And get my hair out of my face here. Let's see. Hi, Debbie Bruce. So yeah, I'm just I'll be waiting for Hubster and Boo when they've been in LA for almost a week. So they're flying in today. So they had to be at the airport at 4 a.m. So in LA. So they're flying in. And looking forward to seeing them. Hi, happy Moogle Monday to you too, Ashley. Okay. Hi, Roxanne. Juanita, good to see you. Hello, TikTok artist. Hi, Faithful Mess. Good to see you. Faithful Mess did do a video about a week ago, I think it was. I don't know if she left it up, but she's still around. So it's always good to see you, Faithful Mess, knowing that you're still around and everything's good. Hi, Barbara, Janet. Tina said she's going to be a little late, Janet. Thank you, Juanita, for the $20 super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm gonna try to get back and sending out some prints. Depending on all this mess with shipping and stuff. I sent something to Janet. Should have been there Friday, and it's it's on its way. So thank you, Juanita, for supporting the channel. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Let's see, Pamela, Emily. Hi, Julie Topaz. How you doing? Happy Marvelous Monday to you. Barb. Let's see who else. I hope everybody's doing well and had a good weekend. It's been kind of quiet around here for almost a week with Hubster and Boo out in LA. But they sent lots of pictures. And the Braves won the second game last night. And they all watch it because they're playing the Dodgers, so they watched that last night. And I had to pay. I couldn't pay for my Dodger theirs, but you helped me. Oh, Juanita, my little foot, Juanita. She spins. If y'all don't follow Juanita, she has a YouTube channel as well. Hi, Molly. Let's see. I said hi to Emily. Who else am I missing? So thank you, Juanita. We try. I think we all help each other. We all keep each other company. Yeah. Hi, Fernando. Good to see you in Brazil. Let's see who else. I'm trying to see. I'm sure I'm missing some people coming in. But so I'm Dee Dee. I stream every Monday and Wednesday. I come on about 8:30 to say hi to everybody. And that's 8:30 Eastern. I used to say I stream at 9, but I come on at 8:30. I always come on at 8:30 so I can say hi to everybody. So I got me a big cup of coffee. I got my bottle of water. So, and yeah. Aw, thanks, Rebecca. Thank you. Let's see. Uh, yeah. So what did y'all do over the weekend? Anything? Aw, thanks. Thanks, Juanita and Zeely and everybody. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. I think we all help each other. I love streaming for you guys and doing projects and inspiration, and we all keep each other company. So we're all in it together. You want that coffee TikTok? Yeah, I don't put sugar in my coffee. It's just it's usually a dark roast coffee with milk, just plain old milk. So hi Tommy Joe. I haven't checked. Let me check Instagram Society of Idea uh, Collectors, and let's see if anybody's posted anything. I haven't really given any homework other than making the paper dolls with costumes for October. Hi, Molly. I didn't know there was a Harry Potter-a-thon. What is it? Coloring, Molly? Was it coloring? For well, I'm sure you're busy then, Julie. And congratulations on y'all's award and everything else, when y'all got to meet up with Janet. Let's see, Darlene. Let me go back over here to Instagram. Let's see what we got. Let me put in. See if there's anything new. Soul Shine Studios. Oh, I like this. Beth Salter did a stamp. She carved a stamp. Look at this. I just hit the like. I didn't know she'd posted this. And other crafts too, Molly. Fun. I'm sure it was a great weekend then. So thanks everybody that participates and does some projects. Again, if you look in my community tab, Pacola put together all the since May. I think there's 15 different challenges, if you will, for the Society of Idea Collectors in the community tab. So if y'all run out of stuff to do, just go to the community tab, and there's a whole bunch of them there. Hi, Linda. Kayla. Linda Patrick. It was fun, Molly. Okay. Let's see. Rebecca's been coloring. Which one have you been coloring? You've been coloring in Cute and Creepy? Aw, Annie and let me answer this. Annie's gonna miss, and Logan are gonna miss Granddad and Boo. They've been out in LA for a week or almost a week, and they're flying home this morning. So I gotta keep track of that on the phone. So that'd be at the airport at 4 a.m. Oh, you've been doing the mermaid ones? Yeah, the mermaid one's good. Yeah, well, they're all good. All her books are. Camilla Del Recco. I'm probably saying that not right, but anyway. So we worked on Cute and Creepy a whole bunch. Let me move my pencils, and I'll while I'm talking, I'll just flip. And so y'all can see what we've done over the last October. No, we did a couple in between, and then back to it again. I still have to do my Inktober. Hi, Maseki. I have to do my Inktober. This is the one I think I'm going to do today. It's a double page spread, but I do paint, so I think we can get this done. I picked these colors, so some nice bright colors. So I think we'll use those. And so I think we're going to do this. I did have 2 other ones bookmarked, but thanks, Nanamo. Happy Monday to you too. And so, yeah, we'll flip it. This was the other one. I thought because had done this one in orange and green, I'd do this one in, purple and yellow or something. But I think I'll do the other one. Maybe we'll do this one on Wednesday. I'm going to try to do as many more of these I can in October. And I know I won't finish them all, but we have done quite a few of them. So, and most all of them are in my playlist, color book playlist. Probably have to go back, over the last year to find them all. But I do try to put in the title, something that will, let you know what it is. But I do have tons of playlists. I have 20, 25. Hi, Nanamo. Did I say hi? Playlist for the different projects that we do: collage, mixed media, color books, drawing, pan pastel, painting, art scroll. We just do a little everything. So, hi, Bacola. Did I miss her? Where did she go? Where's my little snapdragon? There she is. Good morning, Bacola. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. Hi, Nina. I love my big lights. They're so awesome. Everything's so nice and bright in here. It's like, it's just so nice and bright. We did this one, I think, last week or the week before. So, and some of them pop back up in this one popped up in my Facebook memories, and I just usually repost them if they come up again. So, is anybody else doing any kind of Halloween, fall, October projects, decorating? Hi, Julianne G. So you see, we still have quite a few to go. There's a lot in these. I haven't counted them. I think how many? I think says it somewhere. I thought it said somewhere how many are in there, but I don't remember now. So while I'm waiting for Hubster and Boo to fly in, we'll just color. This is one of my favorites. I just love this one. And all the lace and the spine, the pokey stuff. It's all done with the Posca pen. Yeah, Miseki is keeping up with the Inktober. I'm trying to. Well, I have so far. And I think we're going to do this one today. And I have my one laid out. I'm laying out for today. It's going to be, the prompt is moon. So I'm going to do the phase. You can't always see, it's light pen. So I'm going to do the phases of the moon for today. I'll do that after the stream. And yeah, I like Hedgie too. Let's see, Beanie. Thank you, Beanie. I like saying that, Beanie. Or is it may be Benny? Is it Benny or Beanie? Benny. So yeah, we're gonna color this. I guess I could go ahead and start painting in the background. Let me see. I had some wax. Here's one sheet of wax paper. Let me get another one so that we don't stick our pages together. Where do you find the prompts? Just go on Instagram and type in #Inktober. It'll be a black box. It'll look like this. I'll show you. It's everywhere. You can just Google it and find it. And let me see here. This is what it'll look like. It'll look like this on Instagram. I just took a picture of it, so I have it in my phone, so I know the next day. So yeah, today is moon. Today is day 18. We're past the halfway mark. Past the halfway mark, Maseki. Anybody else doing it? Hi, CNP. Benny, like Benny Hill. Okay, Benny. Okay. All right, Benny. Let's see, Elvia or Elvia? Elvia, probably Elvia. Hooked on phonics work for me. I do everything phonetically. So, yeah. That's how I learned to read. Let's see. So, yeah. Let me get another piece of wax paper here. I have some cut already. Here. There's one. That one's torn up, so I'll get rid of that one. All right. So I can start painting the background here. Not sure which color I want to do the background. I think I want them to be pink and teal. So maybe orange, and I think those are supposed to be little crystals. So maybe orange, and then I'll do a wash of orange, and then I can go over the little crystals with, I could do a multicolor. We'll just get out different, let's see here. Let's get out some different Poscas. Let's get out pink. So we get orange, don't have a bright orange. Here's an orange. And a yellow. Okay. I also have sparkly ones. Well, but I don't have sparkly ones in all these colors, so we'll go with those. All right. Have a lot of work with some. Yeah, some of them are a lot of work. I'm trying to keep them under an hour. I'm trying to keep my Inktober's under an hour. All right, so I think, like I said, I'm going to do the background orange. Or maybe this line, a green yellow, and then orange. I think I'm going to do that. Chartreuse yellow. We'll do that background. So let's see. All right, so I got to water it down. You got to water it down for a wash. Otherwise, you'll just be covering up the background. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's just water this down. And let's just get a nice base going here. And then we can dry this. And so, yeah. So y'all talk about what y'all did over the weekend. What y'all got going on. Captain Pace posted a new, let me see. Hang on. She posted a new piece, a coloring page. Get back over to IG. Let's see, Cat. Ugh, come on. There it is. All right, so she posted this one. I've done this one. I think I did it year before last. I think. I forget, what is it in? What book is this in? I can't remember. I don't see that you posted it. I remember coloring this, or one very similar. Is this one the one that's in? What book was this in? Because I remember coloring some. It was very similar to this. If it wasn't this one, Rhapsody in the Forest. Is that it? Rhapsody in the Forest. That is that pink one that's in. I think it's in Korean or Japanese, and you can't tell the name of it. Is it Rhapsody in the Forest? Yeah, I've colored this one a couple years ago. You did a great job on it, CNP. All right, so let's see here. Let's get this based in. And one of the nice things about doing a wash like this is you can go, if you get over the lines, it doesn't matter because your color pencil will go over. Will go over the top of your wash. All right, so let's see here. Behind those leaves, I just go right over the leaves because I can either paint or pencil over the leaves. So yeah, So this was the first time that Boo had gone out to LA with the granddad. And so she had a great time. They were out there almost a week, did all kinds of fun stuff. And so now they're heading home. And I don't know, she might get the LA bug. She really liked it. But she got to go visit her Aunt Nene and cousin Logan. All right, I'm just adding water and keeping this water down so it stays translucent. A nice bright one. So yeah, get this done and dry it and we'll be on the way. Let's see. Dawn. Who else am I missing? Mirkwood. Hi, Mirkwood. Good to see you. All right. Once I get the background done, I can get rid of the wax paper. It's just so that I don't glue the pages together. A little bit more water. There we go. So it just makes it so much quicker and easier to do a background if you paint the background with some watered down acrylic paint. Just so much easier. You can do it so quick. Not that everybody has to do it quick, but if I had to do this with color pencil, I would be here probably all day long. Now, the only thing is you got to remember, dry in between if you're going to put too many layers of paint, because it's the water. It's the water, and I'm going to go ahead and do that now. It's the water that peels your paper. It's not the paint. So you want to dry in between layers. Isn't it? See a cheerful yellow? Yeah, it's chartreuse yellow. It's kind of like lime green in it. It's not as lime green as lime green. This is citron green. Here's the two together. And it will buckle a little, but it flattens out. It really does. It flattens out, especially if you do the back side. It really does flatten out your pages. I mean, very few pages have I ever had a lot of buckling that it's just like really warped, you know. I've had one or two where I went crazy with the water and didn't let it dry in between. It really buckled, but it really doesn't buckle as much as you might think. You know, and it just puts a nice texture on your pages to add your pencil on top of. So I'm kind of making a few like darker areas so you can kind of see how it's kind of splotchy like that. So it's just not just flat, but I think that's good. Let's go right there. All right, so let's dry that again. Clean my brush. All right. Thanks everybody here lurking. Hope y'all all had a good weekend. I think I'm done with I can move the wax paper now. On him you use lime green, Molly? Yeah, I think I'm going to do them in pink and blue, and then maybe orange in the background, maybe orange, some more yellow and orange on the flower here. I don't know, but I'm going to go ahead and get the two of them done. So I'm going to go ahead and put out some a little bit of the teal and pink. All right. And again, you got to water it down or you'll just be covering it up. If you want a solid, opaque, let's go ahead and zoom in one. Then you can, then you do it where you can just, block it out. But I don't want to do that, obviously. So let me get a little bit smaller brush. Let's see here. All right. So let's see. I think I'm going to have him, I think I'll have him be blue. I'll have him be teal. So, and then maybe, I don't know. What color eyes do I want? Do I want, and again, if it's, you can see your brush strokes, you can go over it with pencil. All right. So Janet, what are you going to do today? You going to work on your watercolors? Hi, Kathleen. Let me get a sip of my coffee here. Rachel? Oh my gosh, Rachel. Denise thought you were a hoot last week. If y'all missed it, Denise came and streamed with me last Wednesday. And Trisha's stickers did come in. I can go get them. They're downstairs. I left them down there so that Boo could take them home to her. But her stickers did come in, Trisha, if you watch later. I haven't seen her here yet. Probably watercolor and some Inktober. Yeah, those are so pretty. Those are so pretty, Janet. Let's see, Julia. A candy corn red. Is that candy corn? Is that what it's supposed to be? I don't know. I thought they were maybe little crystals, but maybe candy corn. I'm going to color them orange, so they're probably going to be candy corn, right? All right, so let's see. I think I'm going to do her hair teal. So I want them to kind of coordinate together. Let's see. Ashley said, oh, she just said good morning. Good morning, other Ashley. We have our two Ashleys. All right, so there we go. And let's see. Do I want her? I think I want that to be pink. I think I want our flowers to be pink. So let's go ahead and water that down. Still a little blue in the brush, so. So y'all want to talk about what y'all did over the weekend? Feel free. I'm going to turn my monitor just a little. I got a glare. Yeah, her manga book. Which one? The pop manga? Yeah, I have the pop manga book. Is that the one you're talking about? I've worked in it. Her pop manga, Julia O. Yeah. And I have her mermaid one. And then I also have her books on drawing and painting. I have those books as well. And I think she has another book out and coming out with another. I think I'm missing one or two. I think I have three of them. I have this one, the mermaid, and pop manga. And then, like I said, I have her drawing book, which I've shown before too. Hi, Becky Kalora. Oh, good. Good deal. Got it on half price for $7.99. And then we'll shade with pencil. Highlight and shade. And got our, we have our, what do you call it? Poscas. I don't know. Should I do, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe, do I want to make it look like they're all candy corn? Or I just thought about doing them all different colors, like candy. or crystals. All right, so there we go. Let me clean my brush, and I think I'll do her wings. I think I'll do her wings orange. Let's see here. And then maybe these leaves here orange. So let's water that down. Kind of see it so you can see a little, but it's just watered down paint here. All right, let's see. Let's do her base her wings in. I just thought these colors would be nice and bright and colorful and cheerful. And let's see her little bodice there on her shirt. I think I'll do that blue. And then, let's see. I think I'll do the center of this flower. Blue. Go back over here to these leaves. Do them orange. I could do the multicolor as well. Maybe I will do the multicolor. Let's do a couple orange. And let's see about this flower here. I think I'll do it orange. Or again, maybe I'll do it multicolor as well. Hi, Ambient. Anybody else on this? Leave this wax paper in my way. All right. All right, let's go back to the blue. Do a couple blue ones. If you have any questions, put it in caps. Let's see. And then she has a little bit of a pink strap on her dress. Let's see. There we go. Let's do a couple pink flowers. A couple dark yellow ones, maybe. I think I'll do his eyes yellow. So, is anybody else working on something while we're here? Uh-oh. Do a couple pink leaves. Do another one back there. Let's see. No, it's watered down acrylic. It's acrylic paint, just craft paint, matte. It's matte craft paint. It's not gloss. It's not metallic. It's not satin. It's just plain matte paint. That way your color pencils will go on top of it. Okay, so let's see. Let's do yellow eyes. And again, I'm going over the whole eye. So anytime you go over the pupils, you're going to have to go over the black if you want those pupils to be black again or real dark. Okay, and I'll do hers the same. I'll have them both have yellow eyes. And let's see. Then I want some darker yellow. And we'll go back over this with pencil as well to make those yellow ones stand out. Okay. And some of these petals as well. I'm disassembling computer. I like that Arlene's boyfriend. I guess I can say that, right, Arlene? Found her some packing from a box. Let me see if I can find it on Instagram. It was so cool. I'd never seen packing like this before. So look at this, guys. See if I can. Look at this packing. He's got it in the box here, and then she started doing stuff with it. But look at it. Isn't that cool? Never seen packaging like that. It's really cool. All right, let's see. The tree. I think I might make her have some dark skin. Oh, I forgot about this back here. Let's do this back wing. And then that way I can do the tree dark as well. So they'll kind of coordinate. Okay, let's see. Let's see. The middle of that flower probably needs to be teal. Okay. All right. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we'll have her have like a sienna color. That's ooh, copper might be good. No, because that I can't put pencil over that. It would be pretty, but then you can't really pencil over it. But I do want kind of like an orangey, like sienna color. Let's see here. It's not quite sienna enough. Georgia clay is kind of too red. I wanted a little bit more brown, but let's maybe this color. Let's just go with this one's milk chocolate. So let's put a little bit of a milk chocolate. Let's water that down. And we'll do the tree. And again, we're going to go over this with pencil and shade, right? Add shading and highlights and stuff. But the base of acrylic paint gives you something to, and I got to get a little bit of yellow in there, give you a nice texture to work on. Okay. Put it in caps if y'all are talking to me, especially if y'all are new. You got to put it in caps. Hi, Penny Girl Lori. Put it in caps so I'll know that you're talking to me. Make sure you have live chat clicked at the top of the chat window because it defaults to top chat and you won't see all the chat. So make sure, and then make sure that your little wheel setting is at least 720 or 1080p because I am streaming at 1080. Oh well, it's fast. I'm telling you, it's fast with paint. That's why I like the paint. You can get so much more done. And I know I paint kind of fast because I've done so many pages and stuff. But just saying, it does give you a nice base to work on top of. And then she has some kind of a piece of wood or something over here in her hand there. So we'll do that. So she's kind of looks the same color as the orange on camera. It looks kind of like the same color as her wings, but when we add pencil, we'll differentiate between them. And then same thing for this branch right here, that the flower. It's her ear. Give her some little pink lips. She coordinates with her outfit. Okay, I think we got it based in. The root under the alien looks like a hand coming out of the ground. It does, kind of, doesn't it? Okay, so now let me go ahead and dry. All right. Thanks, Lane. Hi, Lane. Good to see you. Let's see, I have a question up here. Where is the best spot to find these paint colors? Michael's and Hobby Lobby both have deco art, Americana deco art. Michael's, Joann's, Hobby Lobby, all the craft stores have it. I think Walmart has folk art, but I haven't really looked at Walmart because I have Michael's and Hobby Lobby so close to me. Okay, so now for all the little falling bits, I pulled out Poscas in all these same colors. Can you use red? Yes. Oh, in the tube ambient, I would test it because a lot of artist grade, your fancier, higher quality, like golden and that kind of thing, they have a sheen to them. And so test it out with your, let it dry. Got to make sure it's 100% dry. And then test it with your color pencils to make sure it will go over it. Because a lot of artist grade acrylic tube paints are shiny. And that can make your pages stick together. And it can also resist color pencil. So test it. Test, I think I got a test page in here. Do I have a test page in here? Maybe not. Not in this one. But yeah, you want to test it. All right, so I think what I'm going to do, I don't know how, let's see how the yellow, does it, no, the yellow won't really. The yellow's already, that's going to be yellow. So let's go ahead and do the pink, orange, and blue. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, and I probably won't do all of them right now because, you know, but I'm just going to kind of go around and I'll do quite a few, but I don't want to do all of them because that's all we probably get done. So I'm going to just go around and we're going to color all these little falling crystals, leaves, whatever they are. We're going to do them in all these colors. And I'm just going to space it out, right? So let's just kind of go around and do all the. In Posca, it's acrylic paint in a tube or in a pen. All right. And just get us, you know, a bulk of them done. And we'll go work on our little creatures, little characters. And I did do a little flip of this book at the beginning. So if you want to see, let's do some of these little ones. Can I see how it's already brightened it up? Just doing that. You almost bought a second one of these books, Julianne? Yeah. I have two. I think I have two of this one. I've not worked in it. But I think I have two of this one. I don't have two of the mermaids or two of the pop manga. But I think I have two of this one. It really just makes it stand out once you get some color in it. Doesn't it? Look how much like lively it looks rather than just the flat background. So then she has some kind of coming over her body there and here. There's another one right there. Kind of space them out. So yeah, Hubster and Boo went out to visit Annie, Dan and Logan, and they did all sorts of things. They went to the skate park. They went and saw that new Halloween movie, which I have no desire to see. They saw that. They went to some restaurants, and then they took Annie down to Rodeo Drive and all those fancy shops just so she could get the, full experience. And I know Hubster's bringing me back some papers and things from Top Drawer, the stationery store. And what else did they? They did so much. They went to the Ronald Reagan Library. They went to, let's see, let me get my pictures here. No, it won't bleed through, Julia. It won't bleed through. And neither does the acrylic paint. The acrylic paint doesn't bleed through. What would make it bleed through is the water. You have to, don't over water, okay? It's the water that's going to break down the paint, not the paint itself. Let's see here. Let me go over my photos. Let's see. So, do I have something at the skate park? No, that's not the skate park. They got to stand in front of Air Force One, got their picture taken at Air Force One at the Ronald Reagan Library. And let's see what else. I know it's family stuff, but And then here's I think this was at the skate park. There's Boo and Logan at the skate park. And they did a whole bunch. They did so much fun stuff. And then Denise she posted this on Facebook, so it's not a secret or anything. But she had a girls' retreat. So there's Denise and one of her BFFs. They had a girls' retreat in North Georgia. And let's see. Oh, they went to Warner Brothers Studio. So they went to Warner Brothers Studio. There's Hubster. And they went the back lot there. There's a back lot. They went to Warner Brothers Studio because they wanted Boo to have a full, experience of going out there because it was her first time out to LA, and so. Oh, and I love this. Somebody posted this on Facebook. Speaking of art. So somebody posted this on Facebook. I love this. It's a quote by Stan Lee. I guess they quoted Stan Lee as saying it, but he said, "I used to be embarrassed because I was just a comic book writer, while other people were building bridges or going onto medical careers. And then I began to realize entertainment is one of the most important things in people's lives. Without it, they may go off the deep end. I feel that if you're able to entertain people, you're doing a good thing." And they quote, and I'm guessing that they're correct. That Stan Lee said. I didn't go look it. I didn't fact check it, but yeah. So I came across that on Facebook. Let's see. I gotta show Arlene, and y'all know Arlene is in a wheelchair. But I love this. Arlene posted this on Instagram. I love you, Arlene. This is great. "I'm so out of shape that if someone yells, 'Run for your life,' I'll be like, 'You guys go on ahead. I'm going to meet Jesus.'" I love that, Arlene. I love that, Arlene. I saved that. Oh, I love you, Arlene. So anyway, there's a couple of pictures. All right. So I know, right? I don't know if she's still here. All right, so let's go on with some pink. All right, so let's go on with some pink now. I know, right? And hi, Melinda, if I missed you. And Xandra did a page in her journal over. Xandra streams on Sunday afternoons about 4:30. So I did stop in there, and I did stop in at Mary's stream. I think last night for a few minutes before the Braves game. And the Braves did pull it out. They're playing the Dodgers, so out there when Hubster and Dan and Annie and all them were watching the game out there, they're half rooting for the Dodgers and half rooting for the Braves. I miss Mary Berry. Arlene. Arlene, you have such a great sense of humor, and she's so many different places on different streams. She makes her way around. I hope you're doing all right, Arlene. I haven't been to a lot of the same streams that you go to. I've just been busy and doing other things, but Arlene does get around to a lot of different streams. So make sure y'all follow each other on Instagram. We all, share our art there, and kind of make sure everybody's still around and safe. And all right, so now I'm going to I said I wasn't going to do all these, but look at me, I'm doing them all. Let's see. Hi, Shannon. Good to see you. I know. Right, Becky. All right, so let's see. Let's keep working here. We're going to get to shading in a minute. We'll throw some shade in a minute. All right, let's see. Let's do a couple little ones here. All right, over to this. It doesn't take. I thought it would take us longer to color all these. When I say us, anytime I stream and you guys are here, it's like I say us. We're talking about it, discussing it, talking about the products and techniques and see how much better it looks with the colorful. I don't know if it's confetti or leaves or, I'm thinking they're leaves because they're like in the forest, and I'm doing all their different foresty things. These colors, so I'm just thinking that that's what it is. Forest flower petals and things flying around. It doesn't take long, really. Hi, Carly. Riri, we were double rooting on Mary's channel last night. Who are y'all rooting for? Were y'all rooting for the Braves or the Dodgers? Or half and half? Probably half and half. So I posted this on Twitter. Where is it? I'll have to show you that too. Oh, I got one other thing to show y'all. Wait a minute. Let me first show you let me go over to my messages here. Oh, no, I posted it on which group text? This one, I think. Well, where did I post this one? We have so many group texts. Oh, here we go. So I was real nervous. This is what I posted when I was nervous about the Braves pulling it out. And then when they did pull it out, this is what I posted this. The victory screech. And so y'all know, Denise had her girls, let me find where I posted this. Here we go. So Annie was fixing snacks for everybody, at her house out in LA. So Annie posted these. This was Annie's snack tray. Okay. Then Denise, who was at the girls' retreat, this was her. Denise made this snack tray. So there's Denise's snack tray. And I'm sitting here by myself, which that's okay. But I posted, here's my snack tray. I cracked myself up when I posted that one. Substitute for Posca. Well, Julie, you could just paint. You could just use acrylic paint. You could just use the acrylic paint. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I need a few more pink ones. They got a kick out of it too. They got a kick out of that. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that was my snack tray because I was just sitting by myself, watching the game. And so, yeah. All right, let's see. Now we'll put some orange ones. Yours was a box of sharp cheddar crackers. I could, let's see. I don't think the yellow is going to show up, but let's see. Yeah, the yellow's not going to. Let's make sure it's working. Maybe this one's not. I have another yellow. All right, for some reason, this one's not really working. Let me get a different yellow because I want to make sure it's not, that it'll, might show up. Yeah, I guess a little. I think really it's just going to make it blend in, so I probably won't use the yellow. Okay. Hi, Tina. Tina's always wanting to say hi to everybody. Good to see you, Tina. She had to run a little late today. I always tell my mods, you never feel like you have to be here. You got stuff to do, you go do it. So, but they're always really good about trying to be here when they can. Tina also mods at Pete's Creepy Little Book Monday through Friday. And that doesn't even, his show doesn't even start till, is it 12 p.m.? I think it's 12 p.m. I never can make it live. I mean, once in a while I stop in if I wake up in the middle of the night and, just check my phone or something. But I have to watch recordings over at Pete's. So I'm just going to go around and try to finish these up now. I said I wasn't going to do this, but, now that I started it looks so good. I want to finish it. So, and we didn't get to read. Maybe we'll try to do it today. We didn't get to read last week because Denise was here out of our inspiration book. So if we don't do it today, we'll try to do it by Wednesday. And if y'all visited, did y'all find any fun streams or new channels over the weekend? I know y'all can't post live links, but you could put the name of the channels if you found some fun people. You find some new people. I found a couple on YouTube that do thrift stores they go to thrift stores and other things too. They're new to me, so I don't know what else they do, but a young couple in UK. And they were so cute. And they go thrifting in UK, he does. I haven't seen her go with them yet, but maybe they go together. And like I said, their name's Luke and something. I can't remember. But they did a vlog over the weekend. They bathed their dog, and I think they're going on a vacay or something. But like I said, they're new to me, so I haven't really watched a whole bunch of them yet. But they're so adorable. And he finds good stuff at thrift shops in the UK. Okay, Julianne, thank you. Oh, you got your third quarter review. Well, good luck. And let's see. There's Rain. Rain's in Atlanta. Rain Robbins in Atlanta. That's where I am. Well, not directly in downtown Atlanta. I'm in a suburb. Let's see who else. So hi to Ambient. Did you find out who sent that? No, I did not find out who sent this. Sitting here, just sitting over here. Nobody's claimed that outfit from Amazon. So I know somehow it accidentally got sent to me, and it's just from Amazon fulfillment. So if anybody accidentally, sometimes, and this was Janet's point, that, when you have a whole bunch of people in your Amazon gift or Amazon addresses, and you mean to send something to one person, but you click on someone else's name. I think Janet made that point. That's probably what happened, is they accidentally sent me little kids' sweatpants, little outfits, two pants and a shirt. And I think they accidentally sent it to me by clicking on my name. So it's somebody that has my name in their Amazon addresses, right? So let's see who's dinging me here. All right, they're on. Hang on, guys. Okay. But nobody's messaged me or commented in the comments that it was that they sent it to like their grandkid or something, right? That they meant to send it to their grandkid. Yeah, exactly. It has to be somebody that, that I'm in their Amazon address book. Oh my gosh, Rachel. You're so funny. Yeah, Sarah, somebody else, I forgot who now, somebody else mentioned that a lot of people did a Harry Potter craft and coloring and draw. I don't know what, I didn't go to any of it, so I don't know what all involved in it. So, but they were talking about it earlier. So. And I know a lot of people do color-alongs and color-a-thons. Like we have Inktober, which that's what I'm doing, the Inktober. And again, this is the first year I've done by the prompts. I've always just done my own theme. And this is the first year I've done the prompts, although I did add calligraphy to it. So it's the prompt plus calligraphy. And so I've either tried to add ink, some kind of a calligraphy font, some nibs, some pins, or something, that has to do with calligraphy that I've added in on my on the prompts. So it's been kind of fun. I don't know what I'm going to do. I got the phases. I'm going to do the phases of the moon because today's is moon. So I've sketched out. I've just got the phases of the moon in there. And I think I'm going to put an earth sticker or something in the middle. And then ink the phases of the moon. And then I'll put the names of the phases of the moon in calligraphy around it. So we'll see. But I've been adding a 3-dimensional item to them. Either the pen nibs, or the, a quill or a feather or the ink jar or something with each one. It just makes it kind of fun to be able to add a dimensional item to it. Kind of makes it my own. So let's see. Got a couple more here. All right, so let's see what I want to do next. All right, I think I got most of the background. I could use a couple more tiny blue ones here and there. Let's use this up. I mean, find all the like the little leftover blue one, tiny ones, and we'll just make those blue. Then we'll work on the characters next, their eyes. It does take a little longer to do a double page spread, and all these have, lots of backgrounds to them, right? I'll do another flip at the end. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Hi, Carly YouTube. Yeah, it is. I like this book. Here's the cover if y'all missed it. Cute and creepy. Camilla de Areco. And she has pop manga, mermaid, this one, and one or two others. And so, yeah. All right. Okay, I think I got most of the petals. If I missed any, we can always go back and find more. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is do their pupils, and I usually use a Sharpie pen. And that's not Sharpie markers will go through. Sharpie markers, alcohol-based markers, they'll go through. So, it doesn't matter if it's just a one-sided page where you don't care if it goes through. But if you don't want it to bleed through, then don't use a Sharpie. This is a Sharpie pen. Or, like he has big pupils, I could just use a pencil on that. But the ink on color book pages is rarely black. It's usually gray. So if you want things really, really black like pupils, you're going to have to go over them. See the difference that made? So whatever you want black, you'll have to go in there either with pencil or a Sharpie pen. Behind the images over the weekend. I turned one of I have to look at later. Okay, then her pupils are really little, so I'm going to go in there hers with the pen because it's tiny, And I'll do her eyelashes, but I want to do her skin first before I do eyelashes. All right, so next, because I'm going to have like yellow green eyes, so I'll get like a lime green and maybe an olive green to do the eyes. And I got my little sharpener here. This is the one I've been using lately. It's this little plastic one. I have tons of sharpeners. I have the ones that are metal, the M&R, the Coom. I have all different ones. So I just grab whatever. And this one's working fine lately. So, all right. So let's go ahead and do some kind of lime. Not lime, olivey green. And then kind of blend it with the chartreuse green. So you can see how that makes them stand out. Same thing for her. And then I'll get my white Posca, which I think I have one in here. Oh, thanks, Carl. Yeah, we had a good time. We don't get to do it as much anymore. We used to stream every now and then. I'm going to add some extra highlights on him. We used to stream. If y'all have never seen it, and I'm going to warn you, if you go back to watch it, the quality is horrible. I didn't have my mic at the time, so it's real screechy, and the quality was like 480p. And it was when I was on Ustream, and I just transferred it up over to YouTube. But I think it's in my favorites. I think it's the only one that I have public as my favorite. It's the stream with Denise and I about 6 years ago when we were when we were when she was helping me like destash my room here, and it was the funnest day. I still go back and watch if I'm in a bad mood or not feeling happy, I'll go watch that stream and I'm immediately happy. Let's see. Oh, okay. Tina, let me see. Let me get my phone here. So but the quality is really horrible. I'm just warning y'all. It was when we were on Ustream. We didn't have good quality. I didn't have my mic, but it was so fun. Let's see here. And Tina is Catacomic 64. You can put in her name too, and she'll come up. But Catacomic 64 is her IG name. And she did this one from Rhapsody in the Forest. Oh, those pumpkins look good. You shaded those really well. And you did that background in pencil. You should have done it in acrylic paint. It wouldn't have taken so long. Just messing with you. All right, so let's see. Let's just put a little highlight on her lip here. Maybe, well, yeah, I'll just do that. All right, so let's go ahead and start shading her skin. I think I want an extra highlight in his eye. I'm going to put an extra little highlight here. Okay. Let's see. Let's get a sienna color and a lighter sienna color. Let's get these two. Pick pop one color pencil at. Oh yeah, I know, right? Right, Cat and Paste? Ashley watched it a few years ago. I think it was over 2 years at least. Yeah, now it's 6 years now. We did it like 6 years ago, that video. All right, let me go ahead and zoom in some more now. I'm going to start shading. Let's see if I can get it to focus fairly well. How's that look? Is that too? Let's maybe turn down the brightness just a tad. How's that look? Okay. So I want to just, I'll try to hold the pencil back far enough so my hand doesn't get in the way. And I am going to give her some eyelashes, but I want to do around her eyes first. Bye, Becky. Thank you. Hi, Devin. Anybody else popping in I missed? Give her these. They have these little manga noses that are like darker than the rest. I don't know why they do that. At first I thought, well, why do they put manga noses dark? Like, like they've been drinking or something. I don't know, but they have those little noses that have like little red noses or little dark noses. So I'm going to put her face in shadow on this side. Don't want to lose her little lips, though. Let's put a little bit of highlight on her lip. There we go. And give her a little bit of a pink cheek here. little shadow where her hair is on her shoulder. I went back and I don't know, Devin, but they all seem to have that little, they just have a little button nose and it's always a color, it's dark, you know, red or just different colors. All right, so this is like some kind of a stick or a wand or oh no, that's what it is. It's going around her back. It's the flower stem going around her back. She's holding it around. She's holding it around her. That's what that is. And then the same thing over here on this branch is I'm going to want it the same color. So we'll get that kind of shaded in. And I'll post it on Instagram when it's done. This one's maybe we probably can finish this one on stream. So hi Malia or Malia. Just shade this in. Oops, just don't go off camera. Maybe extend those little roots out there. Put another little color in there too. All right, got to sharpen my pencil. Yeah, it does. It does. Skin does take practice, but I do a lot of portraits. So, and you can see my portraits over on Instagram as well. Not all of them. I don't post all portraits on Instagram. Depends on the commission because, some people, their memorials or their children, and sometimes, oh, there's a gnat there. Sometimes they really don't want their portraits. It's still there. It's flying around. If it would land, I'd smack it, but it's not landing. But if you want to see some of my pet portraits and people portraits, there, a lot of them are on Instagram. There it is, right there. And so skin is, probably the hardest thing to shade, but you just got to keep at it if you want to do it. A little knee there. Let's give her a little more shadow on the knee. And I'll blend it in with the lighter color. I trying, Tina. It won't land. Just something like that. Okay, let's do this shadow under the leaves there, a little bit on her hand. Something like that. Go the direction of those branches there. All right, now get a lighter color. Let's see. Because even dark skin has, they're going to have highlights too. Let's see. I don't want, this is not going to be quite light enough. Let's see. I don't want it peachy, but I'm going to have something in between. Let me get my neutrals out. So I have two different, I have two trays of what Denise calls the crap pencils. Just because I gave her the Prismacolor to use instead of the Polychromos or the Holbees in the cases. So when she saw, this was years ago, when she saw that I had the more expensive pencils in cases, she accused me of giving her the crap pencils. So here are my neutrals. But I told her, and I say this all the time, it's just that they're the easiest to blend. They're the easiest to blend, Prismacolor. All right, let's see. I want kind of a... So I want a little bit of the bronze color, maybe. Maybe a little bit of the bronzy color in there. And then feather it out with a peach. I think that's going to look good. I'm always like, oh, good. Well, I'm glad you're chatting today. We love our lurkers. Don't mind them at all. But it's nice when they pop in and say hi. Just kind of feather in that brown a little bit. Or the sienna, I should say. Even a little bit of highlight where the light would be hitting. Now she has her crab's eye. Julie. Yeah, I gave her that pair of scissors. Oh my gosh. That was so funny. We had a good time though on last Wednesday when she was here. I was so glad as soon as she I fixed that grilled cheese while she was still here. On camera. And soon as we finished, she packed up and left. So she did leave as soon as the stream was over. So I'm just tying the colors in from side to side here. But yeah, it'll be nice to have Hubster home. Been gone a week, or almost a week. All right. Maybe just a little bit more shadow under her hair up there. And now a little bit of a neutral. Let's see, probably what do you call it? Ginger root. Ginger root's a good blending color instead of like using white, where that can give it too much highlight. Ginger root can be a good. Need a little bit more color there though. Ginger root can be a good blender. And she's holding that. Well, why not leave? She finished. Yeah, she finished her sandwich. Yeah, time to go. Just a little bit of blend there. Not too much. Doesn't need too much. But because I'm going on top of acrylic paint, it's got some tooth to it. So the pencil just it's awesome. The way pencil goes over acrylic paint. Matte acrylic paint. Has to be matte. Not shiny, not glossy, not metallic. I mean, you can do stuff with those things, but it's not going to do the same as a matte color. Okay, so something like that. All right, let's do the little branch over here, the little tree. All right, that's pretty good. Thanks, Cat and Paste. Cat and Paste is an awesome colorist. Y'all need to follow her and Trisha Green, both of them, over on Instagram. Okay, so now I am going to get a dark brown, so I can get a. Y'all know I'm big on high contrast, so I want some real darks, like up under her hair here. I could even get black, but I think the dark brown will work. Because remember, the ink in a color book is not, it's gray. It's not dark. It's not black. Very rarely will you have a color book that's dark black. It's usually gray. So I'm just going to kind of find a few little, like right here where she's holding onto that stem right there. Up under these flower petals, it'll be really dark. See how that, look how that makes it stand out. Can y'all see that? I hope. So right up under the petals here, it'll be nice and dark. Okay, let's go back over here to this tree. Same thing, where he's sitting on it. It's going to be really dark up under there. And where they loop together, it's going to probably have a nice dark there. Right up under it, maybe some of the wrinkles in the the areas in shadow there. And this is where you want to take more time. You know, you kind of rush through the painting part just to get it based in. Now this is where you can take your time and kind of color them in. You really know how to make it kind of like, well, it's high contrast, Carly. It's high contrast. I'm going to, look, I'll even show you more. Watch. Now, if you really want some highlights, you can take your Posca, and you don't have to leave it white, but I'm going to show you how you can use Posca, white Posca, and you can make it even more contrast. Okay, so let that dry. We'll just let it sit there for a minute. And once it's dry, you can go over that with a light tan or whatever, another color. You don't have to leave it white, but there's something about it that, and I'll probably do these leaves the same way. And same thing in her flower and some areas on her clothes. Okay. And it will make it stand out. Okay. So again, I did do her little shine on her lips. All right. So now I'm going to take my black Sharpie pen. I shook it and give her some more eyelashes. Just give her some extra lashes. Let me see if I can hold this up so you can see. Can y'all see that? Same thing for this eye. And I'll show you on another piece of paper about the lashes. Maybe one or two on the bottom. Just kind of give her a couple extra. Normally, you don't have these big eyelashes, but because she's a little fairy princess, we'll give her some big lashes. And then probably a little bit more back over the pupil there. Okay. So when you're doing lashes, let me get a scratch paper under here. You got your eyeball. So you have your eye here, right? So when you're doing lashes, let's put a pupil in there. I'll show you what to do and what not to do. course, you can add longer ones on the bottom like that just to give it extra fairy tale. But don't do, when you're doing lashes, drawing them, don't do this. Don't do that. You want to flick them out, like especially if, like, let's say they're going to this side over here. You want to just kind of flick some small, larger, and just kind of flick. And you don't have to make them quite this long if you don't want. And then you can put some littler ones in between, but you're kind of flicking them like that so they look more real. That does not look, I mean, you can do that if you want a cartoon one, right? Why, Julia? All right, so now let's see. Let's do her, maybe go into the hair. Let's get some teal. Lighter teal. It's pretty much the same. Let's get the dark one. Where's the dark? Here we go. Let's go with, all right, so I'm going to go with aquamarine and peacock blue. I'm going to go with those two colors. Let me sharpen them. You want to also keep your pencil sharp. All right. So I'm going to use the peacock blue for the shadows. And we're going to make her have some nice shiny hair too. So you can see that. So I'm just kind of going in and under that flower, it will be really dark up under there. Oh, thanks, Debbie. I try to show y'all everything I do. No secrets here. It's all, this is what we do. Okay, something like that. Now let's go ahead and do some of the dark in her little bodice. It's kind of woven. So we'll go ahead and do some darker and some lighter. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do, and then we'll go in with white and we'll highlight it, and then you can go over it with the over the highlighted area. All right, it's going to have a little bit more shadow up under these flowers. Okay, so now do that, and I'm going to do this flower the same way, but while we're right here. All right, so now I'm going to add and you can add extra. Now that I've got her skin done, I can go back, I can go over her skin. You don't want to do these kind of last, highlighted things until you get whatever you're going over done, because otherwise you're going to have to be coloring around her skin, trying to color around the little white areas. It'll be really difficult. So do these highlights after you got all the base done that you're going over the top of. Okay. All right, so let's do a few little swirls in here. Okay. Okay, Jennifer, thanks for stopping in. Okay, thank you. Hi, Kathy McConnell. Anybody else I've missed coming in? Jennifer. I said hi to Nana Mo. All right, so her little bodice here is like, it's got like a woven thing. So I'm just going to go kind of pick a few of them out just to kind of give it a little more, so you can see the weave of the bodice there. All right, I'm going to do the same thing. Now, let this, as soon as it dries, or I could hit it with the heat gun, but once it dries, then I can knock back the white. Okay, same thing for this. It's not going to have to stay white, but it'll be nice and highlighted. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and do, let's add a little bit of dark around where the flower is the farthest, closest, folded over. There we go. And then maybe just a little bit in here. Okay, then I'll take, let's see, I probably want even a lighter little teal color. And then same thing for some of these. I did a couple petals that were blue. Let's do one more here, one more there. Maybe there's one back behind there, one in there. All right, let's see. Okay. Hang on. All right. So now I'm going to take the white and two little, what do you call it? Not stamens, but just little bits of, like if it was one of those dandelions that you could blow and they'd have them fly all over. That's kind of what I'm going for here. And again, you don't have to leave it white. Once it dries, we can go over it with pink or any color, really. Oh, well, we'll hope that you'll get healed up, Creator Cat. I know you're sitting there being funny. Oh, thanks, Kathy. All right, so let's see. Let's go ahead and do the lightest teal color. Let me sharpen it. I think I'll hit it with the heat gun just to make sure everything's dry. Oh, I got to do this flower that's in her hair too. So, and we're going to do the pink and the orange wings and all of it. Okay. Little swirls like in this one. Okay, let's dry that. Bye, Fernando. Have a good one. I'm thinking all these might need a white dot in them. I don't know. We'll see. I won't do that on camera. But okay, so now what I can do is I do in her hair want to leave a little bit. Let me see if I can get this. I do want to leave a little bit of actual white, real shiny. But for the most part, look, I'm going to go over the top of that white with this teal. And you see how it knocks it back? It makes it not white, but it still retains the brightness of the Posca. Okay, can y'all see that? So it still keeps a nice sheen, but it's not like white. But I do want a couple like highlighted hair areas. Okay. Maybe a little less right there. Just a little. Same thing for up here. Same thing for on these. So just going over them lightly with the pencil, it knocks it back from being bright white, but it still is highlighted. Okay. All right, same thing I kind of want this to be pretty bright because I want her little bodice to kind of look woven. I want that to really stand out. Okay, now let's go over here on this. Let's go in here with maybe the bronze color and go over the top. But you got to make sure it's dry. If it's not dry, you're just going to like wipe it off with a pencil. So make sure it's dry. See how you can still see that nice brightness, but it's not bright white. Okay. Hi, Lisa. Nettie. All right, so before we work on him, let's go ahead and work on her outfit here. And I got this color of pink, and let's see, is that one darker? No, it's pretty well. It's a little dark. I want the. This is processed red and hot pink. So I'm going to start doing the shading on the leaves of her dress. There's a little bit in her. She has these little straps there. I can see from this I need to use my Posca pen more. It's just so, it just adds something, you know? It's just, you know, and if you only have a white Posca, if you have a white Posca, then you can put color pencil over that any color. You can make it any color. Okay, so let's just do a few little edges on the petals there. Like that. And you know, you can use some white too. White will go over the pencil. I mean the paint. But once you start adding pencil, the white's not going to go over like that dark pink. The pencil won't go over it like a Posca. Okay, so the same thing for down in here. Let's add just a little bit of, I'm going to add Posca into it as well. But just so you can kind of see, you can use white. And then, you know, can blend out, can blend some in with the, blend it in. And we'll add Posca as well. Oh, are y'all, are you, is it, I hope it's not me, Rachel. Well, I mean, I don't want you to be lagging either, or buffering, I should say. Mine's still clicking along, so I don't know. Am I buffering for anybody else? Let me sharpen the pencil. Keep going. My clicker's still moving time along, so I don't see it buffering. Hopefully it's not. Are we good? Good there? Okay. Maybe it's just Rachel. Rachel, just refresh. Maybe that's all it needs. I'll tell you, back in the Ustream days, you don't know what buffering is till you try to stream on Ustream. We were happy to have it, though. We were happy to have our Ustream, even though it was a buff city, I'll tell you. Oh, what's Lisa? Let's see. Go back, Lisa. What's I been watching? Well, hopefully things will be better for you, Lisa. I didn't see the whole thing. I just saw what Pacola said. All right, so now I'm going to Just add some extra veining in her petals there. All right, let's do a little bit of the ones that I did in here. Not as much detail, just kind of coloring them in. Then I need the bright orange as well down in here. Okay. I'll do her wings in a minute. Let's go ahead and do these leaves over here. Sharpening. Right, Julie. It was. I mean, there were times, and I know some of it was my internet at the time, 10 years ago, but most of it was Ustream. And, I'd be walking around my house trying to find a good spot, a good connection. And, yeah, we all did that, trying to, it was something. All right. So let's see. I'm trying to get into some of these, just little random spots there. Okay. Let's do the orange. And some of the pink. And I'm going like over some of the yellow ones and the orange. I'm just kind of mixing the colors. Like there's a pink leaf with some orange, or orange leaf with some, a little bit of the blue. Just kind of, I need the light one up. Just kind of mixing the leaves up there. That one needs to have more magenta. Have to say, Dee have one of the best. Oh, thanks. Well, we try to be happy. We try to have we try to have a like a reprieve from lots of stuff going on. And we all have that. That's for sure. Okay, let's see. I think that's pretty good. Let's put a little bit of the light blue there. I still haven't shaded him yet, but I was working on all these leaves, so I thought I would do those as well. All right, so now, while we're talking about doing the Posca, let's go ahead and add, I'm going to add some highlights because this is all leaves on her shirt here, so I'm going to make the veins kind of stand out just a little bit more. And you can kind of tap on the highlights like that and kind of blends them out a little bit so they're not harsh. And again, we can go over these with the light pink, or you can leave some of it white, some real bright highlights on some if you want. Okay, same thing down here. I'm going to give her more. Veins in those little leaves in her dress. And when it dries, I can go back over it with some pink. but it just gives it a little bit more oomph. Again, I'm not sure if I want to do highlights on the maybe just the big ones. I think it might just give it a little bit more dimension to have that white. See, doesn't it? Doesn't that make it look, maybe not every one, but I think it just adds a little bit more. At least on the biggest leaves. Oh, well, good, Carly. Thanks for being here. Those little details. Yeah, I try to, it is the details, that and contrast. You have to, if the real darks and the lights you have, the more depth it's going to have when you have that high contrast, especially in a color book page. It doesn't always work on every kind of painting or picture or portrait, but on a color book page you can do whatever you want, as far as you can just do those details like a little more harsher, if you want to say. And I can always show y'all some other color books that if y'all want to see some of the other, I haven't done a color book like Flip in a while. I'm not going to go get them all, obviously, but I could pick out a few, like maybe the mermaid one or a couple other color books that we haven't looked at in a while. Although I do have color book flips, and that will be in the titles or in the descriptions. Let me get a sip of my water here. Thanks, Mirkwood. All right. You like the highlighted specks, Tommy Joe? Okay. I don't know. I just kind of think of them as just little flower spores or something flying around. All right. Let's put a little bit of... And again, I can go back over these white lines, these white highlights, and put pink or blue or whatever color over them. Or I could leave them. I gotta keep... when you're going over your wax pencils, your Posca will start to kind of dry on the tip. So, I have a place over here. I just tap it off on this desk and get it flowing again. We'll shade him in a minute. I got to do her wings too. Don't forget, Janet comes on at 1. She said she's going to watercolor some of her Inktober. She's doing a combination of Zentangle in the background with flower drawings in front of them. And she's been doing watercolors on top of them. Let me see. Let me get the IG here just a second. And so she's been working on that on her stream. Let me see. She's allergic to she's allergic to the flying spores. It could be. It could be, Jeff. All right, let me go over here to Janet. So you can see here's all her different Inktobers that have backgrounds in Zentangles, and then she has the drawings on top. And then what she's doing, going back and watercoloring on top of the drawings. And then that really makes the Zentangle in the background stand out. So you can go there and see all our different ones. So this is all hand done in these backgrounds here, guys. That's all Zentangled. And then she'll go back and watercolor those flowers. And she is putting together a book. Oh, she's on the phone. Okay, that's all right, Janet. She's going to put this together in a book. I would love for her to put it together in something we could purchase. I don't know if we could talk her into that, but all right. So let's see. Before we do her wings, we'll do the wings. Let's go ahead and do him. So let's go ahead and start shading. And if the artist has already done some grayscale shading for you, then just follow that as at least as a start. You can follow the shading of the grayscale shading that they left you to know where to shade. Okay. But then, of course, I'm going to add my own. I'm going to add extra, and like especially around the eyes here. And but it gives you a start if you don't know where to shade. If you don't know where to throw shade. They would be great coloring pages. They would be good, but she's coloring them now. I hope she does have pictures of them before she colors them as well. But I'd love her to finish watercoloring them and have it as a book with the Zentangles in the background and her watercolor on the top. A little bit more blue in there. I think I'll give him a belly button. Okay. Hi, CB. CB is another one that you don't see a lot of her art unless you're in a swap with her, but she does amazing art. So it's kind of blending. Thank you, Julie. All right, so now I'm going to do a little of the light, one shade lighter. And the pencil just goes so nice over the top of the acrylic paint. Is the little blue guy? Oh, I don't know, Tina. I don't know. A homunculus? Is that like mean like part human? Ask Pete. Ask Pete, Tina. Oh my gosh. Because I gave it a belly button, you mean? Okay, so now some of these places where I've added the white highlight, if I want to knock it back, just go over it with that color. Maybe a little bit of pink. Oh, thanks, Pacola. I did not know. I mean, I know I have over 1,000 videos all total, but Pacola says I have 478 videos in my coloring book playlist. Thank you, Pacola. uh, well, we've been on YouTube now. Of course, I did not upload all my UStream videos from the past. Not really, hardly any of them. But in the last, I guess, 6 years, we've been on YouTube. We have over 1,000 videos. So, yeah, there's plenty to watch. So, what do y'all think? How's he looking? Let's see. Let me sharpen this dark blue again. And, you can take your time and blend and shade and, really just, this is the part where you want to take your time. Because, you got that base on there really quick. So now you can take your time shading. All right, so let's see. Let's go back over to her, into her wings. So again, I'm going to just go in here. I think I'll get orange and some of the sienna. Let's see, I think I'll go with, just threw it across the room. We're going to get in here with the, and look, the one, I did pick the crap pencil. The one Prismacolor that the lead got loose on the back end, so I just taped it shut, is the one I picked up. Oh my goodness. Don't anybody email me. I have replacements. All right, so now I'm going to get in here and get some of the darkest areas of the orange wings. And then I'll go ahead and do some of these circles too. We got a couple of more of these little fly around things there. So we'll go ahead and so let's do a little bit of shading here. And then up here as well. All right, now let's go with the orange. We'll go in there with Posca. And you could put more detail, like you could look at a picture of a butterfly wings and do more detail than what's even here. But I'm just going to do some with Posca. um, like, yeah, but you really don't want to do that if somebody else's art, Mary. I wouldn't do it anyway. I mean, maybe you could do it for your family or something, but all right. So let's go ahead and add. I'm going to lighten up the edges of the wings. So I'm just going to go around where the black line is and kind of get rid of the black line. Maybe I'll put some kind of a pink glow. Maybe we'll put a pink glow around her. So I'm just going to kind of go around her wings. Let's go back with the orange on this one. Just trying to make them look a little more translucent like. Let's give her a little hand and arm, a little bit of a highlight there. I'll go back over that. I just don't want to lose her little wrist area there. The same thing for this hand here. Let's give her a little oomph. All right, so then her straps, I'm going to make them have a little bit more detail. Let's see. Let's do a little bit around her feet, her ankle. Again, I'll go ahead and knock that back with a little bit of a color. All right. All right, something like that. Let me dry it. Thanks, guys. All right, so now let me sharpen my orange again. Getting there, guys. Just kind of go in here and tweak a few areas. All right, let's go back in here with the skin. Just so she has a little bit, so her arm doesn't get lost in that twig thing there. Which I could go in there and darken that just a little. We'll do that. Just put a couple of nice dark areas where some areas meet. Just a little bit. I don't want to go too outliney. So I start to do that. I'm going to go back in here and blend that in a little bit. I like it like nice and dark, but I don't want it to look too outlined. There we go. That's better. All right, let's see what's going on in chat. I don't see anything in caps. Let's see. Carson, my mother was an artist. She could draw and paint anything, but I must have been in the wrong line. Well, I think, and I say this all the time, a lot of what we call talent or gifts, it starts with a love of something. It starts with a love of something, because when you love something, you're going to work at it, you're going to practice, you're going to do it all the time, you're going to spend all your time, energy, money working on what you love, whether that's music, computer programmer, art, scientist, medicine. You're gonna spend your time doing what you love. So I think if you want to say that people are gifted with something at birth, then I would say that I believe God's given everybody a gift of loving something, and then what they do with it is either up to them, and or circumstances. Not everybody has the means to take, go to art school or music school, or things like that. So there are things that where opportunities are not the same for everybody. But I think everybody's born with a love for something, and what you do with that love will develop your what you're born with. But you got to love it. You got to love it, or you're not going to do it. A lot of people go, "Oh, I wish I could draw like you." Well, do you love it enough to spend years and years and years practicing and buying books and going to classes? And do you love it that much? Well, no. Well, then you can't just say somebody was just born with the gift. You have to look at the whole thing. I think there's probably some proteges that are born like can play the violin at 2 years old. I mean, there's a few there's a few like that, but for the most part, most of us have spent time, energy, money, resources, practice. But you're not going to practice and do all that if you don't love it. So I think you might be born with a love of something, and then what you do with it, you know um, circumstances allowing, will there's more to the practice and the love than people might think. I can't sing a note. Could I have sung better if I started young and practiced? Maybe, probably. But it wasn't something I loved, and I didn't spend my time. I didn't spend my time practicing music like I did art, right? So, you can call it a gift from God. I believe that you're given a gift of loving something. And what you do with it after that, for the most part, again, I'm not saying there's not some proteges out there that, come out of the womb with a violin. Most of us have worked at it. Yes, I know. Akin, I forget her name. Yeah. And so it's, but she loved it. She loved doing it, right, Tina? Okay, so let's see now. I'm going to back out one here. Maybe two. There we go. Now, do I want to put some kind of maybe just a white glow might be enough. I was thinking pink. Now remember, this is acrylic paint. This yellow is not pencil. So because it's acrylic paint, I can add white on top of it. And I've shown y'all that demo before where I've done white paint, white pencil on top of paint to show y'all. So we're just going to put a little bit of glow around. Well, yeah, it does. Then you have to practice. You have to practice, Carly YouTube. I don't know how old you are. You don't have to say, but I still learn things every day. Every day I practice and do something. And I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but I have 3 grandchildren, one of which is 22. It's not exactly like and I'm learning something every day because I want to. I want to learn something every day. Okay, I'm going to sharpen. I didn't even start Ustream until I was in my 50s. So I'm just saying. So I said, hey, I saw Artistic Biker Blade was the first streamer I ever saw. And I Carry Love was the first, I think, and Julie Topaz were the first people I met on Ustream. And I said, that looks fun. I think I could do that. So I bought a little Logitech, set it up, turned it on, and made some ATCs, some artist trading cards. And I've been streaming pretty much every week since. I've missed a couple of weeks, for things happening and took, a couple of vacations, but for the most part, I've streamed every week minus a couple of weeks for 11 years. It'll be 11 years in November. So, you're not too old to start. I don't know how old you are, Carly. So, yeah, we have octogenarians. Is it octogenarians? People in their 80s here? Oh, well, happy birthday, Carly. Happy birthday. Oh, thanks, Tina. So don't stop learning, whether you stream or not. There's so much there. Back when I was trying to learn how to do art, everything pretty much, because I grew up in the military and married the military, I had to, I have taken, different classes and some college classes and stuff like that. But most of what I've learned by reading about it and practicing, because we move so many times. I've moved over 30 times in my life. So, I've had to, make a way to learn things. And of course, I love to read anyway, and I love books. And so, and not everybody's, you know, can self teach themselves, you know, be self taught with books. I understand that. But look at everything we have on YouTube and the internet now. I didn't have none of that when I was first starting out learning how to draw and paint and, you know, none of that. So you have a lot of advantages by being online, but you still have to do the work. You still have to practice. All right, so let's see. Let's keep going around. And I do have other white pencils. Some of y'all have sent me boxes of them, so don't say, you know, oh, you need some white pencils. I got lots of white pencils. But if I just happen to pick up a nub, I'll just use a nub. I have pencil extenders. I've had people say, you need to get some pencil extenders. I've got some. I've got some pencil extenders. Do I have one right here? Probably have one right in here somewhere. And so I got pencil extenders. I got lots of white pencils. Look, I got. I'm not going to run out of black and white pencils, guys. But if I just grab a nub, I'll use a nub. Octogenarian. Yes, it's 80s. If you're in your 80s, octo is 8. All right, so now it's breaking. So I am gonna not take the time to try to get that one sharpened. I'll just grab another one that's a little longer. Oh, yes, they're pencils, Amy. Now, if you missed it, this is base coated with paint, and then now I'm using Prismacolor. They're not free. I mean, they're, you know, you spend a little bit of money on them, but they're budget. They're a good price. You know, if you use any other kind, like Crayola makes some decent color pencils, but buy the white Prismacolor. Nothing beats the white Prismacolor. Just saying. Let's see. Karen says, "Do you thank you your encouragement? I need this. I have loved art from a kid and was discouraged to follow. Now I'm in my 50s and still, oh, there you go, girl. See?" Don't be discouraged. I would recommend finding the medium that you think you missed the most from when you were a kid, or that you think you would like, whether that's color pencils. I like mixed media because I like paint and pencils, but pencils, I love my pencils. I do my portrait commissions in pencils, and now I use pan pastels as well, because since discovering pan pastels. But color pencils, go buy you a set of Prismacolor and practice. There's tons. I mean, I am not, and I say this all the time, I'm not a teacher. I don't do tutorials. I do demos, and I inspire you to try things, but I'm not a step by step. I mean, I've done a few like that. I've done a few where, this color, that color, pick up this and color this, shade that, exactly like this. But I'm not really a demo person. I mean, I'm not really a tutorial kind of YouTuber, right? I mostly inspire you to try things. That doesn't mean, when I say I'm not a teacher, again, that does not mean you cannot learn, I'm not teaching you something, but I'm not doing step by steps. So, and you're always learning something. I know. I show you tons of art books, guys, that I look up to, these artists and people that can do these beautiful pen and ink and all kinds of different, illustrations and botanicals. And they just encourage me to keep trying, keep going a little harder, practice a little more, and you'll start to find things that you like to do, whether that's nature and botanicals, people, landscapes. You'll find what you like to draw, paint, sketch, doodle, whatever. You'll find what you like to do the more you do things. Yeah, they're not priced. Yeah, Tina, they ain't priced like a whole bee. Yeah, we call them whole bees. Where'd she go? There it is. Um, yeah, I know they are expensive. I do have a set of whole bees, polys, luminance, loomies. But and I love using them. I don't color in color books as much as we used to when more people were doing it. We would just do more coloring and things were more easily available. You can still get some of these books, and I can pull out a few to show you. They're in the other room. I moved all my color books and shelves in my mural room. um but I don't do color books as much as we used to, right? But I still love doing them. And pulled this baby back out from last year, and I'm just keep coming over here to the side and sharpening. Bye, Patricia. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, thanks, Tina. Oh, I'm glad you're here too. I love my mods. My mods rock. I'm telling y'all, if I didn't have such good mods, Pacola, Tina, Julie Topaz, and even Janet, it makes it so much easier when you're streaming to have good mods, so you don't have to worry about the chat. Keep up, like I said, if you want to say something to me, put it in caps. But a lot of what's going on in the chat is just y'all interacting with each other, which makes this chat, which makes this stream fun, in my opinion. I do go back and skim through, slide through and try to catch new people or anybody I missed. I do try to do that. But I just ask that y'all just talk to me in caps. So, and I still miss some eventually, occasionally. But the mods will go, Dee Dee, so and so asked you a question, or the mods might answer it. But it is, if you're going to stream, it's really important to have good mods. I think I have a. I don't know what I have. I think I have a watercolor set of Derwents, Tina, and I have ink tints, but I don't think I ever bought a set of the Derwent. But I have so many. I don't ever need. Well, I can't say I'll never need any new pencils. I mean, I might need to replace certain colors of Prismacolor or something, but I just I have so many pencils. That's why Denise always teases me when I gave her the Prismacolor. It's just so easy to put them in a silverware tray and divide them up, by your blues, your pinks and purples, your orange, reds, yellows, your greens, some neutrals, and then of course, because I do so many portraits and everything, I have a whole nother tray of neutrals. But it's so easy to do that, to put them in a silverware tray to use them. But Denise, because my Holbees, Loomies, and Pollies are in cases, she just said that she thought that I was giving her the crap pencils because they weren't in cases. It's just that I use them all more. Oh, thanks, Tina. Thank you so much. Yeah, well, it's not just me, it's all of the fibs, the friends in the box, that's what we call them. Fibs, friends in the box. It's everybody. It's an awesome group. And we always, I am, like to encourage all the different creators. If you're a creator, I like to share. I mean, not too many times do we have someone coming in and just spamming just to get their channel seen. It does happen occasionally, and my mods will call them out. Look, we'll find you. You don't need to come in here and spam. We'll find you. We'll promote you. We'll talk about you. We're about sharing and helping each other's channels. You know, so yeah, it's an awesome group, and lots of different streamers and YouTubers that are a part of it. Let's see. Denise is listening. I'm sure she is saying she's still getting. Yeah. Actually, oops, let me click. Actually, today she said that she'll be once a year. They have to do if you're in real estate, either for your real estate license or she's in mortgage. She does. She's a mortgage broker. They have to do classes once a year, like to keep up with everything new. And today is her, her classes. It actually might be all week. I don't remember, but today for sure she's not watching. She'll be doing her classes today. But I'll make sure and pass that on to her, Rachel. uh, I don't love the ink tints because they don't dissolve like you think they should dissolve. I love my Neo color. Maybe that's what we'll do on Wednesday. If we color something else in the book, we'll use Neo color. Neo color 2. Neo color 2 are the water soluble ones. Neo color 1, let me just grab the. Oh, my legs are a little stove up. I haven't stood up since I sat down here. So, Neo color 2, water soluble. See how it has the 2 right there? If you get just the plain Neo color, they're just like a wax crayon, like a Crayola crayon. They do not water down. So you want to make sure that you get the water soluble ones. But I'm telling you guys, if you invest in these, they're not cheap. I don't know what they go for now. I've had mine for years. But you don't hardly, they just go so far. You're going to use them you'll use a set forever. I mean, unless you're doing something like, some 50-foot landscape or something. That same thing for pan pastels. Pan pastels are going to last you forever. These are going to last you forever. So maybe we'll use them. We haven't done anything with them for a while. So maybe we'll do these on Wednesday in the color book, because I do want to continue all month to color as many pages as I can in our Cute and Creepy by Camilla Del Recco. So let's see. Karen Reese said, took art class in college, been acquiring all the tools and supplies. I love it. Whoops, scrolled off. Let me get back. Coloring, painting, mixed media, Zentangle, lurk Janet for that. Yeah, yeah. Do you think I should focus on one for a while? Well, when you start to feel like you're really loving one, you're going to want to spend the most time on that. I had to quit, because I've tried so many things, guys. I mean, I did murals for a long time, and when that was real popular and people would pay you to do murals, either faux finishes or actual scenes and stuff. I did that back probably in the late 80s, early 90s. I did a lot of mural work. And it just depends on what your goals are. If you have goals to do portraits or, it depends on what your goals are, because you'll have to eventually, you're going to have to narrow your focus because there's just so much out there. I mean, you can do acrylic painting, watercolor, oil painting. You can do pastels, pan pastels. You can do portraits, people, pets. You can concentrate on, if you like just to color and just do stuff for yourself. And that's another thing. Don't let anybody diss on you for working in color books. It's great practice. You're learning color combinations. You're learning shading, blending. You can use all different kinds of mixed media techniques. You can learn about your pencils, how your pencils work. There's so much you can learn with doing color books. So don't let anybody say, well, color books, that's not art. Don't let it, just ignore them. Just ignore them. Keep learning, keep expanding, keep growing, keep blending and shading. And then one day when you pick up your color pencils and you do a portrait and somebody goes, oh, I didn't know you could do portraits. How do you do portraits? Well, it's because I spent a couple of years coloring in color books. I mean, that's not what I did, but I'm just saying it's a great way to expand your techniques. So don't let people diss on you because you're working in color books. I mean, we being me and my age, haven't had color books like this type, adult color books, except in the last few years. But So it's a great way. It just depends on what you want to like to do. Would like to have seen those what, Darlene? Seen what? I'm sorry, I missed something. You would have liked to have seen those what? So, oh, hi Z, happy birthday! Yesterday, I think was her birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Z. Hello, dance with Yashika or Yashika. Hi, Carla. Good to see you. So I think I'm just going to kind of leave it like this with kind of a white around it. I could also go in here with some, yellow and kind of, kind of fade it in a little bit so it doesn't look like a total outline, so to speak. I can just kind of go in here and just so it's a little less circular. Like that. That might look a little better. Still have a glow, but not a. I think that's a little better. Same thing over here. But I'll go pick a couple of books out of my collection and maybe show. I'm not going to show my binder one because I always show the binder. I'm not going to show the binder where I've cut books pages out. I'll go pick out a couple books that we haven't looked at in a while that are still in the books. And I told y'all I took I didn't take all of Mom's color books, but I took all her favorite ones and her best ones when I went and cleaned out her house. And one of these days, I will show some of her pages, maybe color in one of her books or something. So I did pick out, and that was one thing Mom loved. She loved to color, and she, loved to. It makes you feel creative, whether you think you are or not. Everybody can color, and you can learn more and more skills as you go. So there we go. What do y'all think? Is that good? Let me move these off the desk because I do still have to do my Inktober today. I still have to get my Inktober done. Hopefully before Hubster gets home from LA. They're in the air now. So let's see. Yeah, Jane Davenport stopped by Zandra, she buys a lot and promotes Jane a lot, Jane Davenport. And she actually went to Australia and took a workshop with Jane. I don't know if it was like for 2 weeks or something. I don't remember how long. I mean, she was there an extra month past Janet and CB. Janet, CB, and Zandra went to Australia together and met up with Jen. And then Zandra stayed after CB and Janet came back. This was before the virus. And she stayed and took some workshops with Jane Davenport for like another 2 weeks or a month. So, all right, I'm going to leave this sitting here for just a minute. I'm going to go grab a couple other color books. And yeah, be right back. Let me just take a quick break. And I'm going to keep the door closed so the cats don't come in here. Okay, I pulled a few books. And also for those of y'all that are either new to coloring or want to know more about coloring, I also pulled some of my different coloring technique books to show you guys. So hang on, let me pick up some of this if you haven't seen them before. So let me just pick up some of this pencils to put away so I have some space. Because believe it or not, this is the space I work with. Okay. So I have to make some room. All right, so let's move the pencils off the table. All right, so I'll show y'all a few. Let me back up one more. All right. So this is our cute and creepy. I'll do a quick little flip, although I did do a flip of it at the beginning. Just so you can kind of see here. And then the light's going to want to change and flicker. And all these pages are on my Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram, you can go to Dee Dee Willingham right there. Or Inky Well, INKIWELL. And if you're an artist, I'll probably follow you back if you have anything to see. I mean, I don't follow back people that don't have any content. But if you're an artist, and my Instagram is all about art, politics and all that stuff, which, Twitter and Facebook is for that, which I don't even really participate in. It just you can't discuss certain things. People just get too mean. So my Instagram is all for the art, all about the art. So, but all these pages are on my Instagram if you want to see them more close up. My little Yeti with the underarm hair. So this is the other one I want to do. In maybe yellow and blue or yellow and purple. And of course, then I'll take pictures of these and post them on IG later. So yeah, all right. So let me go ahead and show y'all while we have a few minutes. Sip of water here. I know, right, Julie? All right, let's move my pencils. All right, so let me show y'all a couple different things. These are the Rhapsody in the Forest and the Minuet de Bonheur. Everybody makes fun. Why are you making fun of my French? But anyway, so these two are beautiful books, and I'm not going to do a complete flip. I'll kind of just give y'all little samples of them, and you can probably find these still on either Amazon or just Google it. Let me go and move back in one here. I think there we go. So again, different techniques, pen pastels or painting as a base, but these are just beautiful. Yeah. So I love these books, and I've worked in them a little bit. Here's the one that Cat and Paste did. She did a beautiful background I showed y'all earlier. I knew I'd done that. I couldn't remember what book it was in, but Cat and Paste did this beautifully on her Instagram. So let's see what else I've got done in here. If you like little animals and just so cute, this is it. Here's some reindeer that I did with the like Norwegian type patterns. Let's see what else. So I only got in this one. And then this one is by the same artist. And here's, if you want to find it via this. And it's called Dance of Happiness, is what somebody translated, is the name of it. Dance of Happiness. Let's see. Dee Dee, do you have one you can show with clouds? Probably, Xandra. But if you want, if you can stick around a few minutes, I'll just show you. I'll just do some clouds for you on a piece of paper. Let me flip this book and I'll do a quick little cloud thing for you. Okay, you want me to do a cloud for you? I don't remember what books I've done clouds in, but okay, just a second. So here's this is one of my all-time favorite pages that I've ever colored, and I added the water, and I'm going to show you how to do a cloud. Okay, hang on, Z, and I've done a couple in this book that I really like. This one is another one that I really like. And again, they're all on Instagram. This one, blue, flat blue paint in the background. And something, this one here. Okay, so there's those two. Now let me just take a quick moment. Let me get a baby wipe. I'm going to show Xander how to do a cloud. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it on black paper, but you could do it on anything. Same technique. Just do the same thing. All right, hang on. Let me get a piece of black paper here. All right. Some white paint. Okay, so what I'm going to do is a couple things. Practice on get a piece of black paper, Xandra. Just black cardstock and do some practicing. So there's a couple things you can do. So I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to just kind of skim it across. If you want them more fluffy, you can fluff them. Okay, just kind of skim it. The other thing you can do is take your baby wipe, dip it in the white paint, and mash it in. Mash the paint into the baby wipe. Okay? And then you can kind of do softer clouds. Look, soft, soft, soft kitty warm. Or you can, blend them. You can make mist. Okay? But, and just depending on how fluffy or how much you want to do them, but practice on a piece of black paper. And then once that's dry, you can do a couple things. You can always add colors and stuff to it, but then you can also, now I'm not saying you want to do this with your witch drawing, but you can also then add rain, some rain. So then you can, but that's really all there is to it, is you can just kind of just, I'm touching it so light. I can't even tell you how lightly I'm touching this, and you can just kind of fluff them out. And just kind of practice. Just kind of practice with your fingers and a damp baby wipe. Right? You can fluff them with that. And again, you can do mist and okay. You'll try it? Okay, Xandra. All right. That's it. You can do bigger ones, smaller ones, more detail. I just wanted to show you quickly how, you can do some clouds. And you can go in there and add some other colors in there. Sunset colors. You can go in there. Let's just put a sun in there. and then go, if you want to do yellow on black, you're going to have to put white down first because yellow's not going to like shine on black. Well, maybe with some pencil, but if you put it just like we did the Posca with the white Posca in the color book and then went over it with pencil, same thing. So once that's dry, you go over that with yellow and have a sun in there, and then have, some sunshine popping through there. All right, so let me move that to the side. All right, now I've shown y'all my Serene a few times. And they're in different stages, but I'll just kind of go through this. Let me move my baby wipe with the paint on it. So some I've done with, this is what happens if you use an alcohol marker. But Serene is one-sided. I mean, it's got the information on the back, but if you like to try to work with alcohol-based markers, Copics, then this is an awesome book because you can work with faces and alcohol markers. Okay, so that's another thing you can practice with your color books. But this is nice cardstock weight, and it's also got, alcohol markers go through. Okay, but so let me just kind of flip through some of these that I've done. And they're in different stages because a lot of times I'll color them for you guys, right? I'll do them so that y'all can see techniques. You can add stickles, glitter to them. Yeah, they're probably not as readily available, especially now with shipping. But there's other color books now. I didn't bring them all in here right now, but go back and look at my playlist. And if I've done faces and stuff, you can still get different color books. It may not be Serene, but there's other color books out there that have faces like on a cardstock weight. Or if you want to practice, you can make yourself a copy on cardstock to practice with. So this one's got stickles. So I'm just going to kind of flip through and show you. Some have different parts that are in alcohol markers, and then pencil shaded on top. I gave her freckles. So I'm just going to kind of, just so you can see some faces here. And again, they're in different stages of completion because I'll work on them for you guys and then we go on to something else. This one has gold. There we go. This one has gold. This is my golden goddess, but it's all gold shimmer put over the top. Obviously not done. This is one of my favorites. I love her. I love the colors in her. So just kind of flip through them real quick. This one's got gold in her. See all the shine, the gold shine. So I'm not going to go through all the pages. I'm just going to kind of show you some samples, and then I'll show you some of the books that you can get to help you with practicing. This one is, and I'll back way out for this one. This is my Nicholas, and he goes by Nick Filbert. That's his real name, but he goes by Nick Filbert on Instagram and I think Facebook too. But this is a poster that I'm still not complete, but it's 25 by 34 inches. So one of these days I will finish this huge poster. So here's how you can see how big this is. And this is some of the area that is done. And then you can see like these flowers here are not shaded yet, but it start alcohol-based markers. And then I go in and work with pencil on top. And this is a big project, not gonna lie. All right, so let's see. Let's fold. Let's get it folded correctly. This way. There we go. And that one is called Let's Color Love. So there you go. All right, so then a couple other ones is Momo Girl. I love me some Momo Girl. And now we'll zoom back in. That's one too close, I think. There we go. And these also have good paper. Let's see, let me get my light back here. There we go. These have good paper, and they're poems and songs in Korean. And so I can't really tell you what they say, but I'm just going to kind of flip through and let you see a couple of the pages that I've done in these. There's this one. I wouldn't be able to use all those colors and make it. It takes practice, darling. Something that big, that poster. Yeah. Yeah, I know, right, Julie? I do have hours invested in that. So, there's a couple more. This one, we did this one not too long ago. And based it with pan pastel, I'm pretty sure. Again, they're all on my Instagram. So, yeah, I love the Momo Girl books too. And she's on Instagram. Momo. Okay, so there's that one. And then this one, which I think I have less in, but I do have some posters and some postcards from her in here. Let's see. This one. I had another one or two in there, but maybe not. Okay, so that's those two. So again, here's the other two Camilla Del Recco that I have, the Mermaid and the Pop Manga. And I've colored a couple in the Mermaid one. So let's see. This is Denise. Denise actually colored. This is the one that she colored with the crap pencils. So this is Denise there. So they're fun books. They're fun books. This one was I think this was the first page that I ever colored with pan pastels. So just so you can see the technique that you can get with pan pastel. So just different techniques. And again, doing some veining. This was with pan pastel and pencil. Let's see, Garrett, Carol, I'm sure Suzette. Nice to meet you all. This has got a watercolor base wash on it to make it look like water, right? And then now I have to go in here with pencil. But again, I wanted to show you how to do a watercolor background. Here's another one with just a watercolor background. So just some different techniques, because that's I don't mind not having pages done. She's on Instagram, but she doesn't really post. She doesn't have a lot of social media time. She's so busy with work. She just doesn't. So, okay, then this is the Pop Manga. This was her first one. I also have her Pop Manga art book. So I'm just going to kind of flip through here and show you some of the ones I've done in this book. This was the first one. I think the first one she came out with. And just different techniques that we've done. I say we, because if I've done them here on channel with you guys, then I'm saying we. I really like my narwhal mermaid girl. And again, black acrylic paint. And that's how I could do the little white around the little doves or butterflies. And then this is all acrylic paint. So just show y'all some different ones that we haven't pulled these out in a while. Yes, Denise is my daughter. No, she used to do art in high school, but she got into business really early, and then went into real estate and brokerage, and so she's really busy. Remember when she was here? She had hundreds of emails. All right, so let's see. Then, and I don't think I pulled all of my. I know I didn't. I just pulled a couple of my Kirby's. My Kirby Roseanne's Anamorphia, Imagimorphia, and Mythomorphia. And he's got 2 or 3 others. I've got all of them, I think. I just grabbed these 3. I don't remember which ones were first. And now, here's an example of thin. This particular one is really thin. So when I did my wash on, you can see how it did kind of buckle it a little. And that's because the water. It's not the paint. The paint didn't go through. It's the water that will affect your paper, especially if it's thin. But by the time you do the back side, it does flatten out. It does flatten out really well. So, but if you add a lot of water, so here's how I've shown different ones where you do a base of watered down acrylic, just craft paint, watered down acrylic craft paint, and then you can go on top of it and do shading. So here's where I showed how to do stencils. So this one was really a lot of techniques in this one, showing how to do different techniques rather than finished pages. There might be a page or 2 that are finished. This one's finished. This was, again, the same type of thing, acrylic paint and pencil. So here's where we did some paper piecing, because this was one of his where he left big spaces for you to color in yourself. Again, different stages. I show how you start with a wash, okay, and then how it looks when you go to shade it with pencil. So, but seeing them one finished and one not will help you. Same here. So this is what it starts out with, just a wash of blue, but look with the pencil on it. See how you can go in there and work on it and on top. I love flipping back through my books. This one doesn't have as many finished as some Kirby's do. But I try to show the different steps, like the wash, and then some shading, then some Posca, then some shading on top of it. So this started just like this. See? I didn't pull my newest Kirby's, where I have real detailed Posca work in it. So, but I just kind of flip through here. Here's where, again, the paper piecing, these were all just blank. They were just outlines of alligators. These 2 were drawn in. So I showed a lot of different techniques. Okay, so look, this is what it started as here. Of course, I had to show some scribble over here for something. And then here's where you start shade, see, from that to that. So you can just learn so much with color books. Okay, you can learn so much with shading and color combinations and mixed media. You can just learn so much. Okay, Imagimorphia. Let's see what we got in this one. Some of the swans, worked on those. Here's showing how to do smoke coming out of the train. And my different little techniques with metal. So these are more where I've shown how to do techniques than finished pages. Here's glitter, stickle glitter to do the whole, what do you call it, spider web. My mech moths. And I always do this. So I do all these lines because I want it to look like this. Um, so just different techniques in these. So even if you think, oh well, I can't finish pages, I'll never get a whole book done. Well, you don't have to. Just do some practicing and go back and forth between different ones you want to work on, and you know, and then Mythomorphia. You like my mech moth? Okay, let's see. So here's with this is done with the baby wipe technique that I just showed you with the clouds. That's all done with the baby wipe on top of it. Now you have to be brave, I'll say, if you're going to take acrylic paint and put it on top of your completed, when you spend a lot of hours doing scales, when you just spend a lot of hours doing scales and then take your acrylic paint and just start, putting it all over the top of it. But hey, you gotta try it sometime. All right, so let's see. Yeah, here's my Kraken. And this was all done with two colors, the teal and the purple. Again, here's another demo of clouds and stuff over the top. How to do snow, winter snow, and it's got stickles and shiny glitter in there. There you go. Let's see. This one, I recorded like 6 different or 5 different episodes for this, and I think only 3 of them uploaded. For some reason that week, YouTube was having some issues or something. But there are some videos on this, and this one did take some time. I'm not going to lie. This is some hours. And then after it was all done, I put silver and gold on top of them. So let's see if I can hit it with the shine. So the silver and gold is added on top after it was completed. So this was a lot of work. A lot of work, especially going around all those bats and birds. So this one, it was a lot. Yeah, it's a good Halloween picture, isn't it, Tina? Okay, I got the water dragon, and I haven't finished the fire dragon. This one is another one that I did hours and hours of detail on the dragon, every little scale and everything. And then when it was all done, let's see there. After it was all done, I went over it with a mist, with the baby wipe thing. So there we go. So that one is, and I have 2 or 3 of the newer ones. I just didn't bring them in here. All right. So now I'll show y'all who are kind of new maybe to color books. Here are some of the different books that we've worked in. And I don't know that I've left anything in them. I think I've taken them all out. But I have demos out of all these different ones. There may be 1 or 2 in here. Otherwise, they're in different all right, so here's one. Here's one of the demos. We did this, but look, it's getting beat up by being in this book. So, and I've done. So when I say I'm not a teacher and I don't do techniques, I just do demonstrations. Well, here's a few things that we have done that are step by step. And there's 2 different artists here, Jennifer Zimmerman and Helen Elliston, and I follow them both. I think on Facebook. I see Helen post every now and then. I don't think I've seen Jennifer for a while. Feel a sneeze coming on. Okay, I think I muted it. Okay. So where I did it step by step, but I did it bigger, right? Because I want y'all to see it. So I want you to see it. So I went step by step, told you every color and everything we did. And so here's what it was, why we finished it. We did this was 2019, so it wasn't too long ago. Thank you, Rachel. So, but anyway, so I'll just kind of show you a little bit of what's in these, just so y'all can kind of see. I don't remember what else. And some of the things we've done in these books, I've put in, other sketchbooks. I haven't kept them in here, but so some are more detailed than others, and I've done some of these eyes, and but you'd be surprised at how easy it is to do something like this when you follow it step by step, and it's good practice, right? It's good practice. So I'll keep this in here just because, yeah, because I did it in there. Okay, so this was the secrets of coloring 1 and coloring 2. And then Helen's, I've got, I think, do I have all 4? 2, 3, 4. I think there's only 4. Y'all seen this is in my big sketchbook. I did this and I put it in my big sketchbook. I showed that last week in the big sketchbook. All right, so here's the secrets of coloring the first one. And it starts out real basic and different pencils, and see, but these kind of books, if you've really never done color pencil, especially for color books, these are especially good for color books rather than having to, here's one of the eyes that we did there. If you don't feel like you can draw, then she gives you different patterns and things in here where you can copy them or trace them to have a start. And then you can learn how to do her techniques. And thanks, Tina. Oh, is Gary here? Hi, Gary. I see her putting Gary's link, so I must have missed Gary. So and there are videos for these, but they're going to be a couple, 2 or 3 years back. Right. So there's that one. So, all right. So that one is Jennifer Zimmerman. And then Helen Elliston has 4 different ones out. This was the first one. Color is special effects. And she gives you color charts to work with. And I bought Mom a couple of these books. I don't know that I took them from her house. I don't remember seeing these books. Here's but I remember she bought a couple of them. So here's another one where we went step by step. Whoops. We did step by step to do Gary's lurking. Well, hi, Gary. So here's where we colored, and I did draw these freehand. But they do give you, patterns and things, so you don't have to freehand. Here's a bow we did at Christmas. And you can trace them and practice them, but I just, because I drew them freehand. And so let's put that there. But here's a little drop there. So we've done a few things out of these books. But if you are going to get them, I think, some have, there's easy things to do in them, and there's more, advanced things. But there's special effects. This is special effects 2, and they all have different things. She does do a lot of different things. And we've drawn a lot of these on the show. There's bokeh, how to do flames, bugs, and a lot of shine and shimmer and things like that to make rocks shiny, to do water, see, there's patterns and things in here for you to practice on. So look, see. Hi, Hannah. How's it going? So this is another good one for practicing different techniques. There's some skin, some fabric, even some dog noses back here. Okay, so that's special effects 2. Here's special effects 3. And again, see, she gives you patterns and things that you can make copies of to practice with. We've drawn this before. We drew this on the show one time. But I drew it way big so that you could see it. I didn't draw it that little. I drew it way big. Way big. I drew it way big. So there you go. You can kind of see what's in that one. So that one's in 3, and then here's 4. And again, maybe I'll find that real quick. I drew this real big as well. That candy cane. I mean that candy. So there's lots of samples, and but I'm gonna be honest. It's gonna take you some practice. If you've never picked up color pencils and never tried to shade and blend and do these techniques, you're gonna have to practice. You're gonna have to love it. You're gonna have to love it. You won't practice it. So here's that candy idea. Let's see if I can. This one here. You had the side view and the front view. I did put that in my big sketchbook here, my 600-page sketchbook. Now let's see if I can find it kind of quick. Let's see. I think I can probably flip and find it. Let's see if it'll flip to it. There's all my monsters. There it is. Okay, so here's the demo. And we followed it step by step. And there we go. There was the finished one. Did this one in 2020. Did that one last year. And, I keep saying, well, we need to pull these books back out and do some more, because I know it's helpful to people that aren't used to coloring and drawing and, shading and stuff with pencil. But these books really help. Okay. Hi, Chatelaine. How you doing? You like it, Darlene? Yeah. So if you kind of saw something in the flips that I did that you might want to try, they're excellent books. I'm telling you, you're going to learn something out of any of them that you buy. So whether you get Helen Elliston's or Jennifer Zimmerman's, so yeah. All right, guys. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed doing this today. It was fun to color these two. I'll post them. And I do always try to post the picture of the cover of the book that I work out of. Like when I did this, I posted this and this, so that you give credit to the artist, right? So we will, I'll post this one on Instagram, and hopefully y'all got some techniques and some fun and some inspiration and hanging out. Read the book. All right. Well, y'all have any questions or anything before we go? Oh, thanks, Tina. Thanks. And give your mom hugs from us so that you get to spend some time with us, Tina. Thanks, CB. Thanks, Sandra, and happy birthday again yesterday. Thanks, Ashley. All right, guys. Oh, you're welcome, Suzette. Thanks for being here. Thanks, guys. And thanks, She Spins, for the super chat earlier. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you all Wednesday. Can't wait for Hubster to get home. I think they land about 1:30. And so we'll see y'all on Wednesday. Hi, Mirkwood. Okay. Bye, Faithful Mess. Good to see. Look, there she is. Follow Faithful Mess. She took a little break, but I think she'll be back to streaming, hopefully. All right, guys. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye-bye.